I request everybody to please keep your mics mute. We move towards our next presenter. I think our presenter from Federal Flood Commission, Mr. Ijaz Tanveer is with us. Dr. Ijaz Tanveer is with us. Ijaz Tanveer is Deputy Director in Federal Flood Commission, and he did his PhD in civil engineering from Sejong University in South Korea. His Dr. Ijaz, please continue with your presentation in 15 minutes. Over to you, Dr. Ijaz. Dr. Ijaz, can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
Okay, please share your screen.
Yes. Hello, awesome. Hello, everyone.
Yes, we can see your screen now, and we can listen you.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Ijaz from Federal Flood Commission.
Please also go to the presentation mode, please.
Yes. Am I? Presentation mode. Okay. It's okay, sir?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Today I will talk about flood management in Pakistan. First of all, I want to introduce myself. I am Dr. Ijaz, working as a Deputy Director in Federal Flood Commission.
Dr. Ijaz, your voice quality is very bad. We are not getting voice from you.
Just now, sir, you are hearing me? It's okay?
No, I
yes, sir, we are hearing you.
Yes. Just I want to talk about flood management in Pakistan.
I request other participants to please mute your mics.
Hello, can I go?
Yes, sir, you can.
Yes. Yes. First of all, I want to this country profile. It shows that how much average annual rainfall we receive at 138 mm annually, and we have different structure just like barrages, 19 and 13 major reservoirs. This is the country profile, which include all the figures, cultivated land area, and then actually I want to talk about that before 1976. All the flood works are doing by the provincial authorities. After the 1973 and 1976 floods, due to heavy damages, Federal Flood Commission was established in 1977, and due to after that all the flood works are going through Federal Flood Commission. And recently, after 2010, we felt that due to climate change, the intensity of extreme events have increased, and global warming threatening our water inflows. And due to heavy floods, we also observed in sedimentation in our major reservoirs. Due to that, their capacity are reducing day by day. And we also feel that due to temperature change, climate change, temperature is rising. And when we talk about the types of floods, Pakistan is facing all types of floods. Particularly, river floods are very common in Pakistan, and flash floods are occurred in our KP area due to erratic rainfalls. Urban flooding we also observed in 2019 and 2020 and before 2014, particularly in Karachi due to torrential rains. Gulf, Glacial Lake outburst floods are also very common in lot of countries, but we have heard about that. You are also heard about Ottawa Lake. There is a chances of Glacial Lake outburst floods and coastal flooding due to cyclones. This map shows about our river system in Pakistan. And this map shows that the potential areas of different types of floodings in Pakistan. Riverine floods are very common in Punjab and Sindh province because there is Indus river basin is flowing, that Chenab, Jhelum, and flash flooding is observed in KP area due to erratic rainfall, and potential of coastal floodings observed in nearby Karachi coastal belt area. This map. And we all know that before 2010 there is no such no much flooding, but just like 2010 super flood, it changed all the scenario. Before 2020, this graph shows that before 2010 we felt 16 years, in 16 years the damage flood occurred around US $19 billion. But after 2010, within 6 years, it contributes similar figures, about 20 US $million of direct losses. It shows that due to recent climate change, the floods are very common in Pakistan, and extreme events are occurring. And the flood control objectives for the Federal Flood Commission are to save lives and reduce damages, prevent future increase in damages, and to mitigate the residual hazard. These are the three major objectives of Federal Flood Commission to dealing with flood management. And flood management practice currently in vogue is flood forecasting and issuance warning, flood flows retentions, and flood flow control. Major structures flood fighting include flood flows divergence and rescue, relief, and rehabilitation measures. And existing flood management interventions for non-structural measures, which we call that's radar, data collection and dissemination system, real-time rainfall and river flow data collection, weather radar prediction, modern system of transmission of flood forecast. And it secondly improved early flood warning system, which is based on effective flood forecast, early flood warning on the basis of PMD will issued, reliable interaction between all flood control and relief agencies, in-time warning and evacuation arrangement by all concerned. Flood forecasting for Indus Basin, it includes the data collection through our radars, and by using data transmission through HF radios, VH telemetry system, metro bus systems. WAPDA and PIDA interact in this scenario, and after getting data, PMD will predict flood forecast on the basis of using SOBIC model and different types of model, and generate warnings, and then disseminate among the public. Metrobus flood communication system is governed by the WAPDA, and it expand all over the country. Radars is also used as a non-structural measures, soft interventions. So far, PMD has 7 radars in major cities. Now it is proposed that 18 new radars will be installed within 5 years, coming 5 years, through our one project, Flood Protection Sector Project 3, under NFPP4. And high frequency radio network is also used on western rivers as our non-structural measures. And Tarbela, for this purpose, Tarbela have 11 stations and Mangla installed 9 stations. And wireless network are also installed on eastern rivers, our Ravi, Satluj, Beas. And existing with respect to structural measures, so far around more than around 7,000 embankments in kilometers have been built around Indus River, and there are spurs or structures are provided to divert the flow from the river side to drain the river. And there are so many structural measures are involved up to that. So far around 7,000 structures have been built up. And in order to combat during heavy flooding, breaching section also have been designed to save the major structures just like headworks and barrages. So far, 13 major structures are available in Punjab and 5 on our major rivers with regard to railway network. Flood management, with respect to major reservoirs, there are two flood management committees to regulate the for flood routing purposes, just like in Tarbela and Mangla reservoir. During 2010 flood, during 2020, this last flood season, flood SOPs have been revised, and due to that SOPs revision, we already filled both dams up to the full capacity of their maximum conservation level. Mangla and Trivela Reservoir, first time in our history. And flood risk maps are also prepared through our National Flood Protection Plan 4 studies through consultants, and it will give the different districts and different provinces where is the minimum and maximum flood can inundate the areas nearby, so that the population settled in within the floodplain can be evacuated as early as possible. And urban flood manage with respect to urban flood management, a very good system was installed in 2007 on Lai Nala, and before that system, 2001, we feel that a big flood, there's so many damages were occurred due to erratic rainfall in Rawalpindi city. After installation of this system, there is no major so far there are a lot of major events, but no so much damage. Evacuation plan is already there in Lai Nala. This map shows that urban flood hazard map in Lai Nala. Currently is in working capacity. Floodplain mapping, floodplain map of major rivers, Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, and Ravi has been prepared through ADB support under FPSP 1 and 2, and recently it has been updated through consultants in 2015, and currently in is going. But so far, the particular issue is that currently we have prepared a River Act, but so much it has not been
Dr. Dr. Ijaz, I cannot listen to you. I cannot hear to you. Dr. Ijaz. Can you reshare your slides? Dr. Ijaz, can you hear me? I think we have lost the connection.